This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed Martial A-Holes! MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial A-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
Boom, 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 boom.
No way.
From the Queen Studios of New York, Yair Rodriguez destroys the Korean zombie's face in the last second. UFC Denver recap. Stanley, rest in peace. MMA news with the MMA-Holes Hour. Wonderful, wonderful. What's up, friends and family?
Can I ask you, did you drift for a minute, or?
Well, I just had a CBD gummy bear.
Oh, okay. So it's
now
kicking in.
I'm in the zone.
Yeah.
I'm CBD'd. CBD. I'm CBD'd. I'm ready to go. Yeah, we don't write down the intro. I just start making shit up. So there you go. Let's start the show. This is an hour-long show unless someone saves it with 5 minutes left in the show. But tonight we have a lot of stuff to pack in. This weekend has been explosive. What a crazy weekend. We had a Korean invasion. We had madness inside, outside the cage, inside the studio, outside the studio. Everywhere was madness on Saturday. We're going to recap Saturday night. But I want to start off the show with this, something a little bit different. Not on a sad note. It should be a celebration, right?
I agree.
It should be a celebration. When you're 95 years on Earth, that's a fucking celebration. I'm lucky I made it to 41, for God's sakes. How the hell?
41?
Oh, fuck. I told you I was 14. I must be dyslexic. Anyway, Stan Lee has passed away. Stan Lee has passed away. It is the end of greatness. It's the end of a legend, Stan Lee. Now, those of you who don't follow comic books or comic book characters, you got to live under a rock if you don't know who Stan Lee is. Stan Lee, the reason why we're speaking about Stan Lee real quick is he, at 95 years old, has passed away, and he affected a lot of people. Look at the sport that we love. Look at the sport that we watch. Basically, superheroes getting in a cage, putting it all out there, and fighting for their families, fighting for their honor. And that's what Stan Lee wrote about. Stan Lee wrote about these characters: Spider-Man, X-Men, Fantastic Four, a plethora of Marvel characters. Stan Lee created this universe, and it went on for years. Movies, TV shows, cartoons, all that stuff. When you're a kid, especially being a young boy, you're flying around with a cape, or as I was doing, I was a huge Spider-Man fan. In fact, I got fucking Venom tattooed on my arm. I'm a huge Marvel fan as a kid, and everyone wanted to be a superhero. Even you. When you were a kid, did you want to be a superhero? She's probably gonna say no.
No, I mean,
a prostitute? You want to be? Is that?
I think I wanted to be like sports players.
But you weren't into superheroes.
Superhero.
Oh, okay. So not so much for that.
But yeah, I mean, I put on capes and stuff like that. There was no like specific superhero.
There wasn't like a favorite superhero that you had as a kid.
No. But
you
I
said
did.
Wolverine when we met.
Yeah, well, I love
trying
Wolverine,
to get in my pants.
But
apparently.
that was later on in life.
Yeah.
Not when I was a kid.
Okay.
When I was a kid, it wasn't Wolverine. I didn't really have superheroes when I was a kid. But I put capes on and stuff like I did because I had 3 older brothers. You follow what you see, and my brothers did that. So,
Here's why I think kids should follow superheroes, should watch superheroes, right? This is why I say so. When you ask a child who is their idol, right? They'll say their father, or I want to be a policeman, I want to be a fireman, I want to be the cliche things. The reason why I say kids should watch superheroes, read comics, and not believe that these people exist, but just get lost in that world, is because if you believe in something that's beyond this world, maybe you can be super as well. Look at these athletes that we watch that step inside the cage. It comes from somewhere. It comes from beyond.
From superheroes?
I honestly believe that, and I'm a weird person, as you all know. I'm the type of person that thinks if you put the right seeds in the plant's head while they're the child's head while they're young, they'll blossom into a superstar. You know, that's how I believe. I think if I was younger, I could have been bigger than the celebrity that I am now.
Super chat.
We have a super chat right here. Let's see what we got to say. Real.
A lot of Bell Boulevard hookers love Stan Lee.
That's true.
Rip.
This is actually a true story.
I'm one
Stan
of them.
Lee used to stand on Bell Boulevard, and he used to catch blowjobs from prostitutes. We have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, but I do want to just pay respect to Stan Lee. I believe that this universe that he created, that lived on for so many years, was a special thing, right? And as a kid, I always wanted to be Spider-Man. Spider-Man was my guy. Like, I was obsessed with
You
Spider-Man.
guys would not have the Mystic Moss that you see today without Stan Lee.
It's the goddamn truth. One bag coming in.
I'm the Big Dick Bandit.
There's the Big Dick. Look. The Big Dick Bandit is here, for God's sakes. I mean, without Stan Lee, there wouldn't be the Big Dick Bandit. Let me know in the chat room if, as a kid, as a child, and some people as an adult. Now, listen, I've fallen off a little bit. I haven't seen all the Marvel movies. I did see the Infinity War. It's fantastic. But it's just too many movies. I don't want to watch all these movies. But as a kid, as a child, I wanted to be Spider-Man in the worst way. You know, I wanted to be this character. And I do believe that having that inspirational, crazy character made me think outside the box and create the best goddamn community, the best goddamn channel on YouTube, the MMA-Holes. Let me know in the chat if there is one superhero that you followed as a child. Do you still watch superheroes? And if you live under a rock, Stan Lee is gone. 95 years old. You can't be sad because he lived 95 years on this earth. So a nice, long, healthy life for him. He was a little sick at the end. And see you later. Jessie,
Yessie.
Who is your favorite superhero?
It still has to be Wolverine or Iron Man. Actually, the Punisher. I don't know.
The Wolverine, Iron Man. You know what I like Iron Man? He's fucking rich. It's like Batman in the DC universe. It's like Batman.
I like him because he's a smart ass. Like, he's probably one of the wittiest heroes out there.
Well, so is Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's the only witty superhero, but he's one of the wittiest.
I
If not
shit
the
you not.
wittiest.
Spider-Man is...
Actually, Deadpool's pretty witty also.
Yeah, Deadpool is something else. That's a whole other monster over there from the Marvel Universe. Let's see what the chat says, and we'll move on to UFC Denver, which happened this weekend. Some explosive stuff.
Dixie Norma says, like the Hollow Man, Law of Attraction. Anna H says, Spider-Man. Black Panther says, Pose Resurrected. And Daniel R says, MW. Beanos 202 says, I wanted to be He-Man. No idea how I am not gay. Daniel R says, me. Sean Hart says, Mystic Moss is my favorite superhero. Nah, it's just programmed you with Hollywood, says Raymond Knight. Law of Attraction says Wonder Woman is my favorite. Paul Fay says, as a teenager, I was really into Spawn.
I tell you what, Paul Fay, I mean, I could talk about superheroes all day. There's a closet right over here. I should do a show, maybe on the second channel, not the MMA Holes, link in the description. I have a closet filled with comic books. Like, and Jessie saw it. It's ridiculous. The collection I have is redonkulous. And also sports cards as well, because when I got older, I was like, I need to get pussy. So I'm going to stop reading comic books, and I'm going to start collecting sports cards and play sports, because chicks dig athletes.
It's true.
I still didn't get pussy. But anyway, yeah, I do have all that stuff in there. But yeah, Spawn was the shit. Todd McFarlane drew Spawn. I could talk about that over and over again. The guy that was constantly dying. Anyway, let's move on from this. Rest in peace, Stan Lee. Let's talk about something over here behind Stan Lee. There was an elbow that happened at the end of a fight on Saturday night. Epicness. Absolute epicness. Chan Sung Jung, in my opinion, was winning 4 rounds. In the judge's opinion, he was winning as well. Yair Rodriguez needed one thing, and one thing only, a finish. Now, according to this, what did it say, 7 seconds? Oh, no, that was control time. Yair Rodriguez, with 1 second left, does this elbow, and I don't know if you can see it too well over here, but I mean, this is our thumbnail. But he's literally leaning over, the right elbow comes up, and the Korean zombie eats it right on the chin, face plants onto the mat, boom, over. The look on Yair's face, like, what the fuck? It wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
It was strategic. The whole fight, if you watch Yair Rodriguez, he was doing some crazy shit, all planned out. This weird spinning shit. Like, he was all over the place. What a fantastic fight. Some may say fight of the year. I would have to think about that. But finish of the year? I mean, goddamn, that might be the best finish I've ever seen.
I agree.
What a spectacular finish. I mean, literally, you're losing that fight. Now, it wasn't a domination, but I mean, on the cards, I mean, some people thought that it was like a draw going into the 5th. I didn't see that, but I did see the Korean Zombie winning the fight, but it was a fun one to watch. One you can watch over and over again. And man, talk about a surprise ending. When you go to the movies and you get that twist at the end, that's what we got to see on Saturday night, right? I mean, you were sick, under the weather. Your reaction was priceless, absolutely priceless. In fact, let's show it to those who hasn't seen. If you're new to the show, we're going to show you the reaction real quick over here. We do reaction streams to all of these events, but check this out. There's Jessie's face right over there. Check this out. You got to think right now, Rodriguez, he needs a prayer. Put on a good show, but not enough to win a fight, in my opinion. But it is going to a decision with 1 minute left. Can someone get a last-minute finish? A last-second finish? I'm so mystical. And here we go. They're swinging the end. Oh! The elbow! The zombie's down! Oh, my God! Holy shit! What the fuck? With 1 second left in the game! Oh, my God! The Korean Zombie walks into an elbow! You can see my beautiful legs. You know it's something spectacular when I show off the legs. But look at Jessie's face. It says it all. Can you do that face right now, Jessie?
No. I got enough new O-face comments for a lifetime. I don't need to do that face ever again.
I was blown away. Blown away. And apparently you were ready to blow. if you know what I mean.
Wonderful.
In my own defense, I was under the weather. I was puking all night. So the fact that I was still standing or sitting by this point in the game, is beyond me.
And that's what it is. Real coming in.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Stanley never had babies out of wedlock, unlike Darren Till. Mose liked comic books so much he decided to make them with tattoos all over his body.
It's true.
By the way, low IQ Perry will be cut from the UFC by 2020.
Stop it. Saying Perry will be cut by the UFC by 2020. I mean, if he keeps losing fights, yeah, eventually, right? But he's like one of those guys that the UFC keeps around just because he's a... it's like the Artem Lobov effect. Like if Mike Perry goes like 500 in the UFC, he's going to be around forever because he's a knucklehead. So I can't see him. It's going to take a lot to cut Mike Perry. Unless, Bellator swoops in when his contract's up and is like, yeah, come on over here. I can see maybe that happens. Maybe 2020 is gone. I don't know. I don't think so. Let me know in the chat what you think. Mike Perry. Let's talk about Mike Perry. Man, talk about a shitty performance, huh? He comes in there, Cowboy wastes 0 time. He's like, yeah, oh, this guy took me down, dickhead, and fucking rips his arm off his body, Jesse. Rips it completely off of his body, Cowboy Cerrone. Talk about that finish, Jesse. Are you surprised? Were you surprised? I mean, you picked Cowboy, so that was a very nice pick on that one. A smart pick. What were your thoughts going through with that fight?
I don't think I picked him by submission though.
No,
yeah.
But you picked him though.
Yeah, I certainly didn't think it was going to end the way it did. I should have, but I didn't. I thought it was going to go the distance. But it's not a shocker that Cerrone won. It's a shocker how he won. At least to me, it is. But I'm not displeased with the fight.
No, well, I mean, I am a little bit because listen, shocked. No, there is no way am I shocked that happened. I mean, we know that Cerrone is light years better than Perry on the floor, right? Maybe even on the feet. I'm just upset. Why did Perry go for the takedown? I know he's been saying the last couple of fights that he's been working on his ground game. And I was kind of giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, well, he's with Jackson Wink. He knows Cowboy's weaknesses now. Everyone's all pumped up about Mike Perry, and I jumped on the train too. I mean, I've been on the Mike Perry train from the beginning. I like his shtick. I like all the stupidity, but I'm a realist when it comes to how bad he looked on Saturday night. I mean, that was really embarrassing. McGregor was embarrassed by Khabib, but on Saturday, that was ridiculous. I mean, absolutely. His arm was ripped off easily. Cowboy was like, oh, you're going to take me down? Oh, I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to make you look a little silly over here, Mr. Perry. I'm going to rip your arm off. And that's what he did. He took his arm right off of his body. Mike Perry loses, taps in the first round. And now Cowboy Cerrone is calling out Khabib at 155. Jesse, thoughts on that?
Bum, bum, bum.
Khabib.
I think Khabib would smash Cowboy.
Well, here's even a better question, Jessie. Who does Khabib lose to?
Nobody.
Thank you. So you think he smashes everybody? So
Smish.
So you think he does smash? And honestly, I'm probably with you on that one too. I think.
Smish.
I mean, that'd be awesome.
I smish you.
Could you imagine though if Cowboy he gets back to 155? He has he tries to get that weight on point. He has a nice healthy cut at 155. He's pretty well rounded. Imagine if there is a way, and let me know in the chat. Do you think right now I don't have to have my money on Khabib? And yeah, the only person I think is going to be the problem is Tony Ferguson, and that's not saying it's a guaranteed win. I mean, Khabib's probably going to win that too, but he's the one that I'm holding in my back pocket. Like, all right, Tony's going to save the day. He's gonna knock him off. Maybe the fight doesn't even happen. But does Cowboy? Is he the one that's going to do it? Could you imagine? If I was Cowboy Cerrone, right? I go to 155, I beat Khabib. I retire. I did it.
Do you really think that's going to happen?
No. But if I was him...
There's no retirement.
And I beat Khabib, be the first one to knock him off, I wouldn't even defend that belt. I would throw that belt over my shoulder, get on my Harley, and just fucking ride off into the sunset. Yeah. That would be the most epic ending to a guy that's been up, down, all over the place, always willing to take a fight. Goes back down to 155, the weight class that Dana's like, no, you don't belong there anymore. Goes back, snatches a belt from Khabib, and then just rides off into the sunset. Would be the most epic career ever. Let me know in the chat what you guys think about that.
Hi guys, LOL says King Your Mother's Ring. Cowboy versus Barbosa says Skullcrackers. Clocks Streamlabs is better, says Michael Anzalone. Clocks says The Drunk Savage. No, the scrolling chat is below the screen of the show. Brian Blaze says Ferguson is the X Factor. Greg Odin Blaze says, are you on crack? Mike Perry Wristband says King Your Mother's Ring. One Bad says, do y'all live in the slums of New York?
Yes, we do.
Stop this real. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
It is real coming in.
Low IQ Mike Perry reunited with his horse-faced XGF. How is it possibly that a 5'9", half-Irish Long Islander with an Irish wet noodle has a hotter girl than UFC fighter Mike Perry? How much more proof do you need that Perry has a low IQ?
I mean, I think that was a backhanded compliment to both of us.
I know,
I'm not sure how that works.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Thank you.
All right.
Well,
it is what it is. I'm just not. Just forget it.
Listen, we all know that Mike Perry... Now, I don't know if they're back together, but it was super cringy seeing the Platinum Princess strolling in with the what did she get? Ass implants? Did you see what happened there?
No.
She comes strolling in.
But she's doing like fitness shit now.
She comes in. She's like, look at my booty. Look at my booty. And look at my pink hair.
I don't think it's fake though.
No, well, yeah, I was being sarcastic.
I thought you
but
thought it was fake.
She's clearly squatting up a storm. Yeah. Coming in to Mike.
I would. If I was squatting up a storm and I was getting those kinds of results, I'd be showing it off too.
Yeah, keep your eye away from that face.
Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of ass. Sorry, guys. I hate to burst your bubbles.
Let's see. Platinum Princess. I'm going to pull her up over here. If you're listening on iTunes or Podbean, we're going to be showing Mike Perry's ex. I don't know if they're back together. Let's see. She's still the Platinum Princess. Let's see. Let's see if we can get that booty for you guys. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, of course she's gonna have a good booty. Look at the face. I guess we'll never get Mike Perry on. We were supposed to get him on. Karen Wesh, how dare you? You fell through. You were supposed to get us platinum. But yeah, well, I mean, it's got to be easy to get him.
Totally a squat booty.
Yeah. She's hanging out with Mike Perry again, and shocker, Mike lost. She's like the kiss of death. It's some ass though. I'll give her that. I don't think it's worth it though. I don't think the trade-off is enough. Like the bag on the head type deal with that ass. I don't think it's worth it. Anyway, I don't
think she's that ugly.
She's at most a 6. This is Dixie Normus.
No, guys. First of all,
what? We're all 10s. What are you talking about? All of us. The 94 people in this chat, 10s. All 10s.
But we're talking about females here.
There's females in there. They're just hiding.
I think if she put her hair back to a normal, natural color, and she got rid of some of the makeup, she'd be very pretty. I think it's the makeup. Look she's clearly wearing makeup. I think it's the makeup that does it.
You know what? Maybe if you put a Bella Hay in front of her, maybe that would make her look a little bit better, right?
That's awful. Why would you say that?
Wonderful.
Mike Perry, if you're dating her again, she's beautiful. She's a beautiful young lady. All right, let's see what the chat says. They're all going crazy right now.
Michael J says, yes, I deserve better. I'm an 11, says Boss Kogar. 95 says James Merritt. She's an 8 after Natty Daddy, says Billy. I missed it. That girl's hot as fuck, says Butterfly Massacre. She looks like a hood rat, says one bad. I think it's her choice of clothing, says Dixie Normus. Kainoto74 says she's a 7 on the Dern 1 to 10 Clydesdale scale. So many facts here, says Staleo2. Maybe it's Maybelline, says
Maybe
Two
it's
Joints.
Maybelline.
Dapper Dave says needs a breast implant. El Lobo
Boy,
says...
just one? Just put one big titty on her. She'll look a lot better.
El Lobo says I'm a 7, but I believe LOL, but 12 level heart.
There you go.
She is just a toe rag with a fake bum, says Sean Hart. Misha says, who will win, Zabit or Yair? Zabist!
No, Yair.
Zabist!
Yair all day.
Zabist!
All right, let's vote on that. Who do you think wins?
I always put my money on the Russian.
He sucks. He sucks. I'm telling you right now.
I don't always put
he's a
my
hype
money
train.
on the Russian, but in this case, I would put my money. Zabist.
I'm all Mexican. I'm going to Mexico on this one. I'm Team Yair. Although Yair was doing some pretty stupid things on Saturday night. I mean, if he got clocked pretty damn hard. He hung in there, so his chin held up. But I mean, certain guys that you're not going to be wanting to do that with. I don't think Zabit's the guy. Though.
Have you seen Zabit fight?
Yeah, he looks
He's
like
a beast.
It's like Abe Lincoln. Abe Lincoln wasn't really a good fighter. Everyone did the fighting for him. He's like, free those slaves, and everyone else did it.
Yeah.
You didn't see Abe Lincoln unlocking the gates and letting the slaves out.
But it's the beast.
Everyone else did it.
The beast.
And then when it came down to it, he died at a play by your uncle. Like, what kind of badass is that? It's ridiculous. All right, Jesse, we have an hour of this shit, so let's go right into the news. Now remember, with 5 minutes left on the clock, if you want to extend the show, save the show, with 5 minutes left on the clock, drop in a donation and say, save the show, and we will extend it that amount of time. If you're having a good time, I love you, and would just like to donate, well, link in the description, and the super chat's open. Thank you for your support. Jesse?
Jessie.
Would you like to sing?
Always.
Jessie, read us the news. Oh, Jessie, I want the MMA news. Wake up, finish work, whatever you do, it's gonna be okay. JBH has you covered with the MMA news.
Everybody sing?
Jessie!
It's human.
Read us the news.
This is such a gorgeous moment, Jesse.
Oh, Jessie, I want the MMA news.
It's so nice. We might be able to hear the whole song tonight.
Wonderful, wonderful.
You motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
I knew you were going to do it.
We got 20 likes. I had to play the song. 20 likes. All right. Kill them dislikes. Only 2 leprosy victims. All right. So the story that we started off the show with, let's get the story. Let's get the full story over here. Stanley dead at 95 years old. Rest in peace.
Yes,
A great one.
according to NBC, Stanley, the creator of legendary Marvel comic book superheroes, has died.
Oh, hold on.
You can't stop the Siberian Express.
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
A great way to lose 10 pounds in 60 seconds is look at a picture of low IQ Perry's horse-faced. GF. I'm a chubby guy that pulls in hotter girls than a UFC fighter.
Whoa.
By the way, how dare you guys have a live show without mentioning Lord Colby Covington?
He's
Because
kinda,
of Lord Lobov. You would have did a donation to Lord Lobov. How come you're not doing Covington?
That's true. He should have did the Covington donation. If he really cared about him, he should have done that. Thank you for the Lobov donation, though. Hey, Covington's been kind of quiet lately, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get through the story real quick and we'll move on to the rest of the stuff.
Stan Lee, the father of Marvel Comics, whose cast of characters such as Spider-Man, the Hulk, and X-Men were beloved by millions of readers for decades before becoming a multi-billion-dollar movie empire that dominated box offices in the 21st century, has died. He was 95 years old. Lee's representative, Don Miller, confirmed he died Monday in Los Angeles. Born Stanley Martin Lieber, or Lieber, I think it's Lieber.
Yeah, he's a Jew.
On December 28th, 1922, in New York City, Lee started his career as an office assistant at Timely Comics in 1939. As a teen, Lee said he was working odd jobs to help his parents pay the bills. When he heard about the position, he said, quote, "I must have been the only one who applied because I got the job and I thought it would be a temporary job. I had never thought of writing comics."
Yeah, I explained in the beginning of the show why we were bringing this up. Well, one, I'm being selfish because I like Stanley. Stanley, he gave me my childhood, and I'm sure he gave a lot of you your childhoods. But the link to why people become mixed martial artists and all this stuff, you got to think they were trying to be superheroes as kids, and now they are superheroes getting in the cage and fending for their family's honor. I see them as superheroes. Artem Lobov is a superhero.
I think you're a superhero.
That's true. I'm Mystic Moss, for God's sakes. Look at this. All right, anyway, I got to go back to the gym. Not swole anymore. All right, Jesse, what else do we have in the news?
All right, according to MMA Mania, Dana White on...
Blood.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
In my humble but extremely educated opinion, I believe both Yair and Abe Lincoln are going to crumble when they face a high-level wrestler. It's already happened to Yair with Frankie. Who do you think stops Zabis's hype train?
Nobody will stop Zabis's hype train. Nobody. Because this is not just a hype train.
Yeah,
this
Yair
is a hype train with validity.
Yair looked like shit against Frankie. And honestly, I think Zabis looks worse against Frankie. I do. Well, they're not going to fight because they're the same, you know. But yeah,
What?
I don't believe in.
Are you nuts?
Zabit. I don't believe in him. No, I honestly, just judging from the fights that I've seen, there is nothing there, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is the guy. Now Yair's last performance against a zombie. Okay, you know this kid's got fucking heart. Going 5 years with the beast zombie. Fucking going toe-to-toe with the dude with crazy shit, eating all those shots, and then at the last second, coming in and putting them away.
I will give you, you know, you have every right to be hesitant about the whole thing, but just do me one favor, and do not sleep on Zabist until if Zabist Yair ever happens, or if it's ever solidified, if you see that fight, then you have that chance to say yes or no to Zabit.
I don't buy it. Zabit and Sean O'Malley could go take a fucking hike. Those two can take. I'm not going to jump on every hype train.
You don't jump on any hype train.
No, I do. Well, hey, McGregor, I was on from the very beginning. Very, very beginning.
One hype train?
Hold on. Let me think of some others. Hype trains. Let me think. Well, who was another hype team? I've jumped. Well, Uriah Hall, when he came in, I was all about him, and I was wrong. I was completely wrong. And maybe Uriah Hall is one of the reasons. When he came out of the Ultimate Fighter, he lost to Kelvin Gastelum. I was like, fuck. He's still going to be all right. And he sucked. So maybe Uriah Hall fucked me up after that. And now I can't jump on every hype train. Uriah Hall in the fucking Ultimate Fighter in the Tough House was literally putting people in the hospital. Like, it was ugly what he was doing to people there. Then fights Kelvin Gastelum. Gastelum did what he had to do to get the win. And Uriah Hall, he's had his moments where he looks spectacular and he's looked like complete dog shit. I mean, Uriah Hall beat fucking Masvidal. Not Masvidal. What the fuck's his name? Jesus Christ. I'm losing my mind.
Hall is too nice.
What the fuck's his name? In Bellator. Why am I having a blank? The one that went over to Bellator beat Rory McDonald. Jesus Christ. Jess, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And I'm dying right now. I'm not looking at the chat because they're all saying it. And if you look at the chat, they're saying it right now.
No, they're not.
Oh, of course they are.
No, they're not.
I'm gonna think of the name. My mysticalness. Why am I drawing a blank? Why did I have CBD before the show? Why did I do that? Who the fuck did Rory McDonald? Rory McDonald just lost to the guy. He's a champion. Middleweight. Musashi. There you go. Thank you. You looked at the chat. Gegard Musashi. Yeah, Uriah Hall beat him. Everyone was shocked about that. Gegard got the win back. But I can't jump on these fucking hype trains anymore. I can't do it. And thank you for the Gegards in the chat. I don't know why the fuck I was having such a brain fart. But does the hype train have a caboose? Yeah, I mean, I'm not Mackenzie Dern. Yeah, I'm not one to just jump on every hype train. I'm not anymore. And Zabit and Sean O'Malley could lick it. They could lick the balls.
Lick my balls.
I'm not sold on them. I don't think they're that good. I think they're interesting to watch, but I think they're one-trick ponies. That's what I think. And well, Zabit maybe has multiple tricks. He does have multiple. He might have more tricks than the other ponies, but nah, he's never gonna be a champ. Watch, mark my words. Zabit, the Abraham Lincoln Dagestani motherfucker, is not going to ever be a champion. Ever. I'm talking regular champ. If there's some Fugazi interim belt thrown somewhere, maybe he can play around with that thing, but he's never going to be a real champ. Mark my words, Jesse. I'm so fucking mystical. Speaking of Dagestan, we were watching, well, Jesse doesn't give a fuck about this, but Mixed Molly Whoppery. Anyone in the chat, hit me with the ones.
I didn't give a fuck. Don't make it sound like that.
Well, it was like a history lesson. You're like, fuck this, I'm going to watch
I wasn't
Bacon.
feeling good, and I didn't really want to watch anything, to be honest.
It is a good watch. I didn't get a chance to see the second part. There's 2 parts. Shout out to Mixed Molly Whoppery. This guy is the best. He is the best. He digs deep into fighters, into styles, into everything, into ethnicities, and just everything. He went in on the whole Dagestani thing and the Russian and the whole backgrounds. It was really good stuff. Mixed Molly Whoppery with a 2-part series. I still got to watch the second one, but the first one was banging. Loved it. Check him out. Really doesn't do us any good. 20 likes. He's just good. Fucking 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. Yeah, he's good. He's good. We don't really shout out many people, but he's one of them that does a really good job. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. All right, so Dana White on the future of the flyweight.
Yes, Dana White is talking about the future of the flyweight, saying we're working on some things. We'll see what happens. Here's what happened.
Clocks, to answer your question, no, I haven't. Man, it's like easy. Everyone's just picking Wilder, and some people are like, oh, don't sleep on Fury and blah, blah, blah. I tell you what, I cannot give you a guaranteed pick. I'm just going to have to go with the fucking BBC, I guess. I don't know. Like, we'll probably be streaming for it. But, you know, if it's MMA, I can fucking look you in the eye and be like, you better fucking pick this guy. I'm telling you right now. But with the Wilder fight, I mean, I'm just going to go with Wilder. I saw him knock out fucking that kid that came into the gym. So, yeah, him. Real.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Kamara Usman is by far one of the dumbest individuals in MMA. When him and Ali speak, he makes Ali look like he's articulate. I can't wait until RDA beats the shit out of Usman.
Man.
Colby Covington is the true GOAT.
I'm telling you right now,
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
I see a belt around Usman's waist. I hate to say it, but I do. I see a belt around Usman's waist. That's my. I've been on that. You know what, Usman? That's one of the trains I've been on. I've been on that BBC train for a while. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really see anyone beating Usman. I think he could beat Woodley.
Super
It may not be exciting, but I think he could. Killer Clown.
JBH, why aren't you in the kitchen flipping patties?
I was doing that early. Actually, what did I make for dinner tonight, Chris?
She made fish.
I made fish with rice and peas.
That's right.
I want you to clean your vagina.
I want you to clean your vagina.
That process is over, Killer
Hey, by the way, look at this. Vincent Rena just subscribed to Not the MMA-Holes, and he wants us to clean his vagina. So thank you. Link in the description.
As we're talking about making fish.
Look at that. Nice segue over there. Not the MMA-Holes. All right.
Okay.
Jesse, so let's talk about this flyweight thing.
All
Thanks
right.
for the donations, guys.
UFC is expected to shutter its 125-pound division now that former flyweight champ Demetrius Johnson has been traded to one championship in Singapore in exchange for Ben Askren. While no official announcement has been made to the futures of the promotion lightest weight class, UFC President Dana White insists his team is not yet done with the division or its reigning champ Henry Cejudo. He said, quote, "Listen, we're working on some things right now with that division. Dillashaw wants to win 2 belts. There's 5 or 6 guys who have done it. He wants to do it. Cejudo is absolutely fine fighting at the weight instead of going to 135, so we made it." Current bantamweight champ TJ Dillashaw is planning a drop down to 125 in an effort to become the latest UFC fighter to simultaneously hold champion straps in separate weight classes in what marks Cejudo's first title defense.
Why isn't he just, I mean, listen, he wants to sell this fucking dopey fight at 125. Why doesn't he just say, hey, listen. We'll talk about it in a second. Real.
Why did JBH just relate fish to vagina?
'Cause it's
MOS?
No, because your pussy
Because
smells like a fish
that's the
market.
same joke that everybody makes, relating fish to vagina. What the fuck?
Wonderful.
Why would you
Tuna.
not do that? Like, if you're talking about fish and someone makes a vagina joke, do you not put that together? Like, it's funny. That's not funny.
Fun fact: it smells pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought that was funny.
All right, dinner. I mean, of course. So the flyweight division. I mean, it's gone. It's done. 1, 2, 5 will be gone for the young men. That's it. You know, they're gonna put this super fight together. The Cejudo versus TJ. They're gonna try to even the playing field. They're gonna give the belt to TJ, of course. You know, I mean, everyone has a chance, right, in a fight, but I don't see Cejudo winning this one. It's funny, when Cejudo fought Mighty Mouse the first time, I picked Cejudo. I actually picked Cejudo to win that fight. The second time I should have picked him. I got him reversed. Dyslexic picking. That's what happened over there. But Cejudo's good. Nothing against him. The guy's an Olympian. Take nothing away from him. But he's a manlet. And TJ is a bigger manlet. And TJ is a more skilled manlet. This manlet has more powers in his bat belt. And I got TJ all day. He's going to get an easy win if he can make 125. It's just a dumb fucking fight.
Yeah.
I see TJ like missing weight and everything falling apart. And then is there a belt or isn't there a belt? And no one gives a fuck about the 125 weight class if he wins or he doesn't win, if he does make. No one cares. No one fucking cares. TJ versus Dominic Cruz. The rematch should be happening. But we're not seeing that. Cejudo, 125. Jessie, do you have hope that weight class will still exist after that championship fight? Think about it. Make an honest decision here. Think. Keep thinking. Don't worry about it. You have time. And as you think, Jessie, do you think the 125 men's division will still exist after that fucking retarded fight of TJ versus the Mexican with the big head? Yes, the fight that shouldn't happen. Fuck you, UFC. I hope you die a horrible death. AIDS, yes, no cure for you. I hope you die fast, because the weight class is not gonna exist, in my opinion, Jessie. But the real question is, do you think it will exist?
Negative.
All right, let's see what the chat says.
It takes women twice as long as men to think. Says Law of Attraction King, your mother's ring is thinking. Kinoda 74 says laughing my ass off Moss. Boy Bander says Mark Jackson. Staley 2 says hopefully all those flyweights lose their job. Michael Anzalone says, how are you guys feeling today? I know you both are feeling under the weather on Saturday. I think I have a cold too. Well, I'm sitting over here eating cough drops. I don't know about Mystic Moss.
I'm better. I have the shits, but I always have the shits. If you really want to know.
Bout Papers says, my testicles have been tingling since the show began.
Ooh.
Cejudo is Mini Poncherelli, says Do Chronic. Dixie Norma says, a fart at the end. Real says, rest in peace, 125. Flyweights are the Jews of MMA, says Joe Savage. King Your Mother's Ring says, positive. Kinoda 74 says,
Wonderful.
laughing my ass off. That's gay, says Duke Chronic. Sean Hart says, JBH thinking for 2. Christopher Shelton. Chris looks like I can't talk. Louis C.K. with hair.
You know, I don't know. It's so funny. Like, the people from the chat room, they're like, oh, he looks like Louis C.K. I mean, I've only got that from you guys. It's like saying, like, every black guy looks like Morgan Freeman. They don't. Like, it's so weird. You know? It doesn't make any sense. But, all right, I look like Louis C.K. now. Like, Okay. I hope I'm funny as him because he's fucking hysterical. All right. What else do we have in the news, JBH? As we have only 20 minutes left in the show, but you can save it at the end.
Right.
Speaking of big Mexican head, here he is. Hey, Ming.
What are you doing over there?
Oh, you showed it. All right, you're not doing that one? Okay. You just had it. All right. We're not doing
According to MMA Junkie, Mike Perry congratulates Donald Cerrone for breaking an arm to break all the records.
Look at that pimp jacket that he has on.
Yeah.
Nice furry collar.
Mike Perry suffered a broken arm on Saturday night during his UFC Fight Night 139 loss to Donald Cerrone. At least he got a sense of humor about it. On Sunday night, Perry congratulated Cerrone for the armbar submission that made Cowboy the UFC's all-time leader in wins and stoppages. Perry issued the message on Instagram accompanied by a meme clowning his own preparation, saying, quote, "When you wished you trained more jiu-jitsu before the fight," he wrote on a photo of the finishing move.
Let's see. All right, we're going to go to it. Oh, you didn't put the picture I asked you to, did you? Did you put it on here? Oh, no. The one with the Ace Ventura reference? You didn't do it. You didn't pull the trigger, did you? Did you? You didn't do it. Where he was crawling out of the fucking
it's on
animal.
there.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so when you wished you trained more jiu-jitsu before the fight. So who posted this? Platinum did. Yeah. Well, at least he's poking fun at it, how ridiculous this was. I mean, listen, Cowboy, he's slick. Everyone knows he's good on the ground. He's good everywhere. And Cowboy says, hey, we want to make this a war. We want to keep it on the feet, make this fun for the fans. Why would we want to go to the ground? It's not Cowboy's fault. Mike Perry, it's like he took him down. Cowboy's like, all right, you want to fucking play here? We'll play here. Unbelievable stuff, you know? So Mike Perry should be making fun of himself. Killer clown.
Tony Ferguson slices bread with his elbows.
That's true. It's a true statement, right? Cheese, bread.
Oh, that's great.
He slices everything up with them elbows. They're sharp. So there's Mike Perry. What do you think about Mike Perry making fun of this? I mean, he's got no choice. He was talking so much shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, what do? You know?
You got to make the best of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give props to Mike Perry for that.
I mean,
he handled it better than he could have. He could have been
he
like,
should have cried.
He could have come up with some excuses to why he lost the
Here
fight.
it is. All right, here. Let's talk about this.
All right.
I love this.
Just choose my news topics for me. It's all right.
Yeah.
All right, according to MMA Fighting, Mike Winklejohn takes a shot at cancer Donald Cerrone following big win at UFC Denver.
Now, it was a very smart choice here to put this picture up. It has nothing really to do with the article.
No, it doesn't.
But Mike Perry posted this. It was a repost from someone. I forgot who the hell did this on Instagram, but it's hilarious. Let me explain it to the people that listen on Podbean and iTunes. It's Cowboy ripping Perry's arm off, but he's kind of curled up, wincing. Like, actually, it's kind of like a celebrational, like, grrr look that he's doing, right, as he's coming up. And then underneath is a rhinoceros with Ace Ventura coming out of it. I believe it was Ace Ventura 2. Probably one of the funniest scenes in a movie. When I was a kid and I saw this, I laughed so fucking hard. And the fact that someone was such a genius to put these things together. Jesse, looking at this, is this not the most genius meme you've ever seen? Or meme, I should say.
It's great. I have no idea what you just asked me.
All right, so
my head is still
what
cloudy.
happens? Yeah, what happens when you leave? When you leave
No,
this
is
show
just
for a second?
simply the result of not feeling well. My head is still very cloudy. Yeah, trust me. When I zone out, it's a whole other thing. No, I'm serious. I know when I zone out.
Yeah.
I know I do it a lot, but this is just simply the result of not feeling well.
Yeah. So when you're sick, you're just not here. You're all over the place.
I am here, but
okay. How do we stimulate you? How do we do this? The Ace Ventura picture is not enough. A man coming out of a rhinoceros's asshole is not enough for you. It doesn't stimulate you enough. No. What do you need? What do we need to keep you going?
I'm good. I'm good. I just sometimes it's like like my head. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm losing my mind. I tell you what, my mind.
And here's the thing. This is why you got to keep.
This last week, I've been actually just the last 4 days. I've been losing my mind.
What's great is Jesse's a wild card. You never know. This is why you got to tune in. You're a must-see TV. I pretty much give you the same shtick over and over again. I make stupid dick jokes and shit jokes. Yeah. I do the same thing over and over again.
It usually doesn't bother me.
Right? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
I don't know
what I'm saying is, you don't even know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, you're a wild card. 1 minute, hey, you're shoving thumbs in your ass. You're playing footsie with me under the table. You're like, let's fuck right now. Another minute, you're like, let's get to the news. Very serious. Next minute, it's like, I want to slice your head off. I want to behead you like the Taliban.
No, you're making it sound like I'm the worst person to live with.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not even. See, that's the thing. I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is, you are must-see TV. You're the key to the show. Sometimes I sit back and I'm like, all right, yeah, let's go for it. What's gonna come out of your mouth this time? I think that's good. When you do a live show, that's what you need. Like that's what you need something completely ridiculous. We put together a show here that is ridiculous. We have a chat room. I mean, some of the things that come out of their fingertips, because it doesn't come out of their mouth because they're too much of a pussy to say it in real life. But some of the things that come out of their fingertips over here, you scratch your head, you're like, what is going on? Like, what the fuck did they just say? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
You know? So now we have it in here to stimulate your eyeballs. You can read whatever the hell's said in here. We have it on this side of the mic. We have both sides. Then we open up the phone lines. Then you get that shit going on. It's a complete circus. It's complete. We have vaginas on the show. We talk about racism, midgets.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic fucking show. It is a fantastic show. And JBH is the secret weapon. All right, so what do we got going over here with Winklejohn?
Okay. For the last few months, Donald Cerrone and Mike Winklejohn have been publicly feuding after a fallout over the circumstances surrounding Cerrone's booking against Mike Perry at UFC Denver. Cerrone, who has trained for most of his career at Winklejohn's gym, Jackson Wink MMA, wanted the gym to not allow Perry, who had recently joined the gym, to train there for their fight against one another. Winklejohn refused and instead insisted that Cerrone leave the gym, prompting Cowboy to call out Winklejohn for ruining the gym in the first place.
Hold on a second. Let's just play the clip. This is on Instagram, right? This is Winklejohn. Okay. This is him. Was he MMA? What is it?
What's this about
hold
loyalty?
on. Oh, hello. Was it MMA? I don't know. MMA-COAC, but it's like cut off. All right, hold on. I want to view. Let's go on his Instagram so we can give him a proper pop. All right, so it's MMA. MMA. Oh my God, Coach Wink. That's what it is. I don't know. Maybe you're rubbing off on me right now. So here we go. Mike Perry goes over to Jackson Wink. They kick out Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah.
By the way, the picture, that he chose. Let's refresh this. But the picture that he chose as the cover photo for his Instagram thing, like that's the best picture that he chose.
I think he just did whatever the default.
Yeah,
whatever default landed on.
Doesn't he have a publicist or something before he puts something on Instagram? I mean, look at this fucking picture.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
What is that?
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I'll donate $100 to the MMA-Holes if you guys can name a desirable, prosperous neighborhood in the USA with 75% or more black residents that is a desirable, prosperous place to live.
Yeah.
Save your time Googling. That town doesn't exist.
All right, thank you, Real. I guess we're
Why?
never making that donation.
Why?
All right, thank you, Real. I appreciate it. Everything is fantastic. Okay, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's Real. If you're listening on the podcast on iTunes or Podbean, you're welcome. All right, so we're showing a picture of Winklejohn, right? And so Jesse, you're thinking that this is the default picture, right?
Yeah, I don't think he paid really attention to the fact that he needed a cover photo. I think he just recorded it and then clicked upload. I don't think he cared.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. This is a pretty bad one here. Little did he know that it was going to be all over the internet. It's the picture everyone sees. Oh, my God. All right, so let's play this. Let's see what he said. I didn't listen because I figured it was going to be cringy. We would play it anyway. So let's play it. Okay.
What's this about loyalty? Loyalty's two-sided. Especially for the media, only sees one side. Where was Cowboy Cerrone the last 10 years helping others at the gym? Nowhere to be found.
What is up with his eyes? He's got like one purple one and one green one. What's that about?
They keep saying glass eye.
Does he have a glass eye?
Aw, super chat.
Well, we got Now and Later coming in.
Congrats to Ann. Donna had the evil eye in the cage angry face.
Congrats to Ann. Don had the
Donald.
evil... Oh, Donald Cerrone had the evil eye. Yeah. Congrats to Ann H. Ann H got a big W. Thank you, Now and Later. Appreciate it. He did. And here's Wink coming in. And let's see what he's got to say. Does he have a glass eye? Or maybe he got punched in the eye and it got all bloodshot or something. I don't know.
Didn't come to our classes. Didn't even use Greg Jackson's last 2 fight camps. When he came, he would grab sparring partners. And then he would take those sparring partners back up to his ranch where he paid for fun, free shit. Those guys go up there. Sometimes they would stay and train. And they'd lose.
This guy is fucking salty. In the beginning, I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go with the gym. I think I'm going over to Cowboy side. I think I'm jumping ship, Jesse. I think I'm getting out of the Winklejohn ship. The reason why I stay with the gym is because we know guys that have trained in that gym. They're good dudes. Like, and then you got this guy. He does sound like a fucking asshole, no? Any
gym owner would tell you cancer has to be removed. It's removed. The gym has no drama. It's a happy place. I'm a happy guy. With that being said, I really wish Mike Perry had not taken Cowboy down.
Captain Obvious.
Anyway, if you have fighter experience and you want to come train with the best fighters in the world and
hey, thanks for coaching us. I'm going to take Cowboy down now. Thanks for the training camp.
help each other, John Jones, Holly Holm, Michelle Watterson, Devin Clark, Bavon Lewis, Carlos Condit, CR, John Dotson, and so many others, you're more than welcome. If you're one of those guys that swings on Donald Cerrone's, you know what? That's weak and weird.
Anyway, what do you guys think in the chat about that? One Bed. What is One Bed my new son? Like, what's going on? One Bed, do you have a father? Do you want me to be your father? I don't know. He keeps on talking about my soul. Of course I have no soul. Why would I have? I'm a fucking...
Neither of us have souls.
I got a ginger beard, for fuck's sake. Why would
His children won't even have souls.
Why would I have a soul? If you're looking for a father, just send your application into the MMA-Holes.com and maybe we can help you out. Let me know what you think about Winklejohn. He's salty as fuck. This guy. What is up with this dude? I mean, I'm not going to play that again, but that was AIDSy, right, Jessie?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the product of, have you ever had a beef with someone and then you fight, even if you have no leg to stand on, you fight and fight and fight, and then somehow they still make you look like a fucking asshole, and then what do? You either abandon ship and declare an apology, or you just ride that horse until that horse has no legs left, right? And I think that's what he's doing. I think he realizes that he looks like a fucking asshole, but he's not going to abandon ship now. It's too late. Might as well just keep riding the horse.
I feel Perry, he's got plenty of gas in the tank. He's going to have his wins. He's going to have his losses. Never going to be a champ. Always going to be interesting to watch. So I'm still going to have fun with Mike Perry. I don't care. I'm kind of glad Perry lost his fight. Even though I was rooting for him, you know where I picked him. I'm glad Cowboy won. I'm glad Ann got the win over there because she deserves it. NH is a swole 7%er of the MMA holes. But I'm even more glad Cowboy won now because shut the fuck up, Winklejohn. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's over.
It's embarrassing. No?
Yeah, I mean, there comes a point when you have to stop, I think, and I don't think that he's sort of...
What is up with this dude?
You're right. He's still salty. You said it. He's just...
We got to get Devin back on. He mentioned Devin Clark. I know Devin's probably going to avoid us like the plague, but I mean, we need to get him on and say, what is up with you, dude? What's up with you, boy? What is going on? Like, just stop. You're the coach. You just shut up. If Cowboy's going to run his mouth, let him run his mouth.
Yeah.
Just do your job. Your boy lost. Like, your boy fucking lost. Cowboy murked your whole gym.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I mean, they're definitely not happy with Mike Perry for taking him down. They're probably like, you fucking idiot. What did you do? You went against everything that we showed you. Oh, anyway. What else do we have in the news? We got to rush through. Hopefully someone saves the show tonight because I want to take some fucking phone calls. A lot of stuff to talk about with UFC Denver as well. That controversial stoppage is all over the news. We can talk about that as well. What else we got, Jess?
All right. According to MMA Mania, Zabit Magomedsharipov wants to have a word with Yair Rodriguez following UFC Denver. After nearly 18 months on the sidelines, UFC featherweight phenom Yair Rodriguez made his triumphant return to MMA, burying Korean Zombie in the UFC Fight Night 139 main event. But now that Pantera is back and back in the winning column, he could expect to have a much bigger target on his back, including the one affixed by fellow 145-pound wonderkind Zabit Magomedsharipov.
What's that?
That's it.
Okay. No, what were you whispering to me?
Did you lower my mic?
No.
I can't hear myself anymore.
You can't hear yourself? Talk.
Yeah. La, 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 la,
No,
la.
you're there. Your ears are clogged. Or your headphone out?
Yeah,
Oh,
I lost myself in the middle of the story. And
Did the headphones die?
Did you hear me stutter?
Well, I'm used to that.
La, 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 la. Okay.
You hear yourself?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
I thought...
We have let me yell at our producer. Seamus, how dare you, Seamus? Get back in your corner and produce the show like a goddamn celebrity over there. Don't fucking talk back to me, Seamus. Is that his name, Seamus?
Yeah.
Well, you sound like you're getting sick again. What happened? We go on air, you just get sick again. Maybe
What
you're
do you
sick of
mean?
them.
I've been sick all weekend.
How
What
dare
are you
you
talking
get sick
about?
on the show? No, I don't get sick. I'm completely healthy. All right. We have 5 minutes left in the show with some more news stories. We want to open up the phone lines, and now is the time to save the show. If you want to be a hero, and speaking of heroes, rest in peace, Stan Lee, 95 years young. Gone with, but not with forgotten. Yeah, it's like stutter. You can save the show with the donation. Say save the show, and that denomination will be the amount of time we extend this show. Jessie?
Jessie?
Wonderful, wonderful.
What else do we have in the news?
Well, you don't want to talk about that? I mean, we already kind of talked about it, I guess. We don't.
All right, so Zabit versus Yair Rodriguez was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen, but didn't happen, right? Yair, I think, wasn't it Yair that pulled out of that one where he left? No, he came back. What was the story on that? I don't remember. He came back to the UFC. That was the fight that was supposed to happen. Someone got injured, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Oh, we only have 4 minutes left.
Yeah, well, I started the... Where are you? Are you fucking with me, or are you serious?
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so
Don't extend
sorry.
the show, please. We need to end this immediately.
No,
Wait.
You can extend it. It's okay.
Wait, like, no, honestly, though, like, what just happened?
I don't know.
So what do you want to talk about? I'm just curious.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck? I'm so confused. We're talking about Zabit
Yeah.
Yair Rodriguez. Okay. I don't remember. Can someone help me in the chat? Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's
No, do you remember what happened?
no.
You don't remember what happened. They were supposed to fight.
Yeah, I X'd out of the article. So
You just read the article. Did
Yeah.
it say in the article? What did it say in the article? Repeat what it said in the article. Do you know?
I X'd out of it.
Oh, you don't even know what you read. This could be the biggest bimbo moment of your career. This could be it. I'm not.
I really apologize.
No, that's all right. Don't. Yeah, you should apologize. Apologize to everybody right now.
I'm apologizing to you.
How dare you? You think my job's easy? It's not. It is not easy. All right, so I guess we'll just move on, right, to another topic. Don't save the show. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Don't even bother. Put us out of our misery.
All right.
Put us behind the shed and just shoot us in the head.
UFC 233, Henry Cejudo doesn't rule out his move to one championship after stopping TJ Dillashaw, according to MMA Mania. Just last week, it was announced that current UFC bantamweight champ TJ Dillashaw would drop out to the flyweight division to challenge current title holder Henry Cejudo at UFC 233 on January 26th. It was an interesting announcement given the fact that the promotion is in process of dissolving the 125-pound weight class. It makes no difference to Cejudo, as he says he finishes Dillashaw at 125 pounds. He will go up to bantamweight and take Viper's belt, which isn't good news for the rest of the 135-pound contenders.
All right, next story. I don't care. I really don't care about Henry Cejudo. Like, I'm talking zero interest. If they dissolved 125 and then said, Henry, just hold on to your belt, put it on a nice mantle, we don't care, just go away, I'd be fine with it. I don't care about Henry Cejudo. I know it's a horrible thing to say. I don't want anyone to lose their job. Just go up to 135, fight there. But I really could not care less. And I'm not being racist. I'm just saying I really don't care about Henry Cejudo. Maybe it's how the UFC markets him, or I don't know what it is. Does anyone give a fuck about Henry Cejudo? And yet, no, she's not pregnant. Like, what is? Are you a bunch of yentas in the chat? Like, what is going on? Like, oh my god, she's pregnant. It sounds like they're all like, oh,
I'm pregnant.
Maybe she's pregnant. This is what ladies do. This is like, it's like they're at the hair salon over here. What are we're doing an MMA show. What are you doing? What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure
I think Dorothy's pregnant. Bertha. I think Jessie's pregnant over there. What do you think? Do you think Jessie's pregnant? Yeah, it looks like she's a little pregnant. That's what it sounds like. What are you doing?
Pregnancy rumors. Like I said.
Anyway.
Save the show from a Jewish takeover.
There you go. Real saving it. Another 2 minutes. Thank you, Real. You're wonderful.
I can say one thing. If I was pregnant, I would not be the one telling you guys. It would probably be him. He'd probably be the first one.
I want to throw up. Like it's. What are we doing? I hear like my friends' wives
like
doing that. My sister-in-law, like, oh, you think she's pregnant? What do you?
What if it was
100
them?
people talk about, oh, maybe she's pregnant. What the fuck is going on? Should we all be doing our nails right now? Next, what is this? This is embarrassing. This is the MMA-Holes.
They already named our kid Boss Moss.
Oh God. If we ever were to reproduce, could you imagine? All right, what do you think about Henry Cejudo? Yay or nay? Let me know in the chat. we can talk about babies.
Why did you even mention it? Now they're just gonna go on.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
I hope her baby is black.
Well, Well, yeah, my cock is
yeah,
not big
Duke
enough.
Chronic makes a point. They thought pregnant last month, and then I had my period. Remember?
Yeah,
and I announced
ruined-
it to the world.
Well, they get to talk about it again.
So
now.
I get to do it again.
every month. They get
Just
to have
be
the
like,
same
guys,
conversation.
sorry, it's not happening this month.
We should do the pregnancy segment. So actually, we should have you piss. We should have you piss on a fucking
Pregnancy stick on a live stream?
We should do that like the piss on
Every
the
week.
pregnancy stick donation. We should
Yeah.
do that. All right, we started the clock. 2 more minutes. Thank you. If listen, if anyone else wants to save the show, we can go a little bit longer. We have a couple more stories. We got one bag coming in with a super chat.
Moses Britches better be using Jimmy's.
And there you go, one bid. Thank you.
The
All right.
pregnant segment.
Let's see what the chat has to say.
All right. Ginger Baby says now and later, Gay BH will grow up strong, says Sean Hart. Real, but a lot of women do, says Ann H. Laughing my ass off. Moss doesn't give a shit with people talking about Jews or blacks, but stay away from the baby talk, says Kainoto 74.
Well, I mean, listen, we're not a bunch of fags. And it's not offensive. I'm not offended by it. I'm just like,
why?
what
You don't
we
think we
doing?
would tell you anyways? Like, I feel like we're so attached to this community at this point that that's something we would share.
Yo, drunk savage. Guess what? I think JBH is pregnant. Put it on the message board. Have a Deadpool, for God's sakes. That'd be a little bit better. I don't know. Am I wrong? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I get it. I mean,
all right, squeeze another story in. Squeeze another. We have 44 seconds left. Thank you for joining us.
Fighting Oscar De La Hoya says Conor McGregor could easily command Canelo like money in a streaming service deal.
All right, skip.
Okay, well that was it.
That was the last one? Oh,
Yeah.
all right. What about Yair, this picture? I know you guys saw this. All right, a couple things I want to talk about. This picture over here, badass picture between the two, Yair and the Korean zombie. I know you can't see this on Podbean or iTunes, but we're showing it on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Shout out to our sponsors real quick before we do go off the air. TygerLyfe Energy and Duplex Entertainment. Thank you very much, and links in the description. Yair and the Korean zombie, like, yeah, you got to love when they roll hospital beds together. And they're like, okay, guys, shake hands for the camera. They just want to get better. Like, do you think they really want to take this picture? It's ridiculous, Jessie. Anyway, one more thing I do want to show, besides us.
Can I just...
Yeah, go ahead.
Kanoto says, LOL, baby talk is off limits. Moss is freaking out by just talking about it. Jesse is going to run like a black father.
Have you seen Nick Gers?
No, I haven't. And where is he? Where is he? I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm uncomfortable by the conversation. I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I have friends that
You're
they
gonna
like.
run like a black father?
They'll talk about, like, my sister-in-law. Like, oh my God, do you think she's pregnant? I'm like, who cares? Who cares if she's fucking pregnant? I don't care. All right, so did you see this poster over here? We're going to show this one time before we do go off the air. Thank you, Harvey, for the donation. Appreciate it. Harvey in the house with the casting couch. The plant is still upright, not quite dead. Look at this. We're going past the save the show. I can't even believe this. We're true goddamn celebrities here. Real coming in.
No respect for you if you're using a condom.
No one uses condoms, right? Anyway, speaking of condoms, no one used condoms when they had these people over here, a bunch of champions. I think this poster is pretty badass. For the 25th anniversary, you can go over the UFC. A lot of people reposting this. I want you to go to the MMA-Holes.com, the message board, and name every single champ on here. I know one of you is capable of doing it. Name every single champion on the message board, and we'll shoot you a wristband. How about that, Jesse? What do you say?
All right.
It's a cool poster, though. I kind of want to print this fucking thing out and put it behind us. I wonder if they sell something like this. Actually, we could just print it out. We could just save it and print it. It's pretty badass. I'm digging it. All right, Jesse. Yeah. We have a Harvey donation coming in.
Super chat.
You need to feed the plant more jizz, you schmuck.
Yeah, you schmuck.
Yeah, I know. I've been slacking. By the way, let's see. One band says I see. Yeah, everyone's saying the same thing. I see a lot of white champions. What is up with all the white people in here? What the fuck? It is an obnoxious amount. Let's see how many. Let's count the blacks. All right, here we go. We got one. Is this considered black? I can't see. This is kind of far away. We're just gonna go with it. We're gonna go dark skins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just gonna go dark skins. 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 dark skins here. Out of rows of white people, perhaps Spanish people and yellow people, but we put them all in the same category, right? Darks and whites. Darks and lights. Very racist, Jesse.
Right.
There needs to be more colors in this thing. This is a racist poster. This is a very... You know what? Fuck you, UFC, for putting up a racist poster. How dare you? As long as Tyron Woodley's on here, it's fine, though. All right. I'm going to go to sleep now. Jessie, look into the camera.
Yeah.
We'll see them on Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support. The cringiest MMA show on YouTube. I love this shite. Speak into the mic. Speak into their souls, Jessie.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an M. Oh, wait.
What the fuck was that?
I can't even do the ending right.
You even forgot what the ending was?
I can't even do the ending. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole.